Hey, girlfriend, you know who you are. You have big, big dreams. You want to write a book, stand on a TED Talk stage, be a life coach offering wisdom from your RV in Montana, a cafe in Barcelona, or a beach chair in Tulum. Your other girlfriends and your family, they don't always get your biz savvy. Why do you want to leave your JOB? Because you're a C.A.T.S, aka coach, author, thought leader, and speaker. Meet other change makers like yourself and find out how they make it happen. This is the Big Meow podcast.
Hello, this is Angela with the C.A.T.S Network podcast, and we have the honor of having Honoree Corder on our show this morning. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you're with us today and that you've taken the time and spending it with us. I must say that I read your rap sheet and your numbers. And we're going to get into it today. Your amazing numbers as an author and a coach are fantastic. So tell us about who you are and what you do.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm Honoree Corder. I'm a book strategist. So I help authors and aspiring authors to write, publish, market, and monetize their books.
Yes. And so the numbers I'm talking about was, how many books have you published?
I'm going to say over 50. So almost 60. I just decided to go with over 50.
That's amazing. Amazing. And so how many copies of your books have you sold?
Just over 4.5 million.
Gracious. That's what I talk about your numbers. I think they're amazing. Really. How in the world did you find the time?
I make the time. I don't leave the house. Honestly, the real answer is I write every morning for an hour, and I have for years. And so when you do the math, about 1,000 words a day, 6 days a week times all the years. So 18 years.
So you have a strategy and you coach other authors in writing their books. So tell us about your method and your clients, like the clients that you work with.
Yeah. So I have two different kinds of clients. I have the clients that hire me to make them authors magically. So they engage to do the entire process for them. And then I have other folks who want to understand my process. And so they take my courses, and then they have the option of hanging out with me in a live Q&A month and asking me all the questions, which is kind of my favorite thing.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing? What really makes your heart jump with joy about your career?
Almost everything I do. Almost every single thing that I do. Like right now, this morning, I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm doing the final checks on an audiobook. I'm approving files for the 4th edition of You Must Write a Book so I can get that published. I'm working with an author to launch his book next week, which is so here's all my favorite things, right? My favorite thing is the first time someone has their book in their hands and they're an author.
Oh yeah.
Like all the other things that they've done in their entire life, like this is the money shot, right? This is the thing that they're most proud of because it's this almost insurmountable mountain that they climb, and getting to be with someone in that process. And it's like, you can do this. You can really do this. Keep going, like one day at a time. That now we do this piece. Now we do this piece. Now we do this piece. Congratulations. Today you're an author, right? That's that's my favorite.
That's fantastic. And I can see in your face how inspired you are. So I'm curious, who inspires you?
Oh gosh, there's a list of people that if you had magical powers, I would say bring them to me. One of them is Sarah Blakely, right? The founder of Spanx.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Also because I buy everything. I have to sell a lot of books because she keeps putting out new products. So oh, here she goes again, a new color. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Right. So there are a number of people that are thought leaders that are alive or dead that I find inspiration from. And then just the person that I was just talking about, like any author who is putting a book up on the board inspires me to keep going.
That's fantastic. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
You are listening to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network.
Mute. There we are. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Did you unmute? Yeah.
I did.
So you're to me, you seem like a very, very busy woman. Do you have any nuggets of wisdom from your years at your career and your successes for other women who are in business, other C.A.T.S coaches and authors and speakers?
I do. I have several nuggets. I think the first one is going to surprise everyone. And I just sent it to a woman who's running the woman who's running the Women in Publishing Summit that's coming up. They said, take a hot bath, take an Epsom salt bath, and take a nap, get some rest. I think success stems from success strategies. And one of those is sleep and self-care.
So what do you have a self-care routine that, I mean, my goodness, with your kind of schedule, what do you do?
I go to bed early. I go to bed like between 8:30 and 9. My husband likes to make fun of me that, during half the year, there's like the sun isn't down. Like there are no signs that night is coming and I'm going to bed. I do take hot baths. I eat for and drink for performance, not for pleasure a lot of times, right? The 80-20 rule is a factor in my life and I abide, right? So 80% of the time I'm awesome. And 20% of the time I did eat 6 macarons yesterday because my husband brought me home some well-done macarons. So I ate them. I think there's no such thing as balance. I think it's you lean into what you're doing in that moment. And the other thing I want to say is I'm on the other side of momming. So my daughter's in her 20s. And all the time I say to moms with youngers, like the ankle biters will be grown up and gone before you know it. These are the moments. These are the moments when they want you and they need you. They're going to need you when they're older. But these are the moments that are going to fly by and you are still going to feel young and energetic and smart and have ideas. And so if you get enough rest, if you can get more sleep than you're getting so that you are more present and you are more powerful and you are more productive and you are more prolific, because you have to start with that. You've got to start with a full tank, or you got to top off your tank every so often. Right. And then just lean into the season that you're in, because you're going to have all the time to do all the things later. You'll have less to do.
That's such sage advice. And it sounds like you're saying, keep your eyes on the horizon and what you're going through now. It just all kind of evens out if you, I guess, live in the day. So I'm curious, is there going to be a book, Eating for Writing, coming out?
Eating for writing? No.
Because you have a great diet plan. Eating and sleeping for writing.
Yeah. Eat for you must eat a macaron.
Give yourself a little treat. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I love the theme of your podcast, right? It's a play on your love of cats. I'm a cat mom. I have Frappuccino and Mr. Pickles. So I get it. I totally get that. Your life is not about what you do. It's who you are. You're a human being, not a human doing. So I do a lot of things, but I also took a nap on the couch yesterday. I was tired.
Would you call that a cat nap?
I did. I would. And I did. Yeah. And my cats are fine examples of cat napping, right? So yes, a little page out of their playbook.
I always say, I wish I was my dog. I have cat dogs. Before we go, how do we get in touch with you?
You know what? My website is really the best place to start. So honoreecorder.com, and I'm at Empire Builder USA on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. LinkedIn is a great place.
Empire USA. Did I hear that correctly?
Empire Builder USA.
Empire Builder. Okay. See, if I missed it, somebody else might. And then Honoree, spell your name Honoree, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Corder. Okay. Just because I know I need that kind of distinction and clarity. All right. Thank you so much for being on our show and taking the time out of that crazy busy life of yours and spending it with us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invitation. I had a fantastic time.
Good. Yay. Thanks for being a part of us.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network. If you liked what you heard, please take a moment to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. You can also join our network filled with positivity and possibility. Visit www.catsnetworking.com to join us and learn more, together with your magical, motivated, and mystical new friends at C.A.T.S Network. Let's transform 1 million lives with your message. Are you feeling isolated sitting at home in your PJs? Or perhaps you're tired of the comfy sweatpants with holes in them that are hidden just below the camera? I mean, you could puke at the thought of another day of Zoom meetings and reporting to your BOSS. Do you want freedom from your home office desk or the office cubicle? Do you want freedom from your current career? Or are you frustrated that your online biz dreams are going nowhere? It's all too overwhelming. Where do you start? All the tech, the choices, and your message. Yep, I said your message, your brand, your voice. What is it? Do you even know what that means? Do you need a biz coach but don't want to invest the big bucks? Let's face it, being a solopreneur is lonely, but you don't have to do it alone. And here's a solution. Join C.A.T.S Network. C.A.T.S Network is a woman-only membership community exclusively available to you, the life coach or executive coach, the author, the thought leader, or the public speaker. If you identify with this list or want to work on adding some of these to your skill set, C.A.T.S is the place for you. Check us out at www.catsnetworking.com. That's C.A.T.S networking.com. Because let's face it, cats are better together.